Welcome to today's Outlook. Today we will be going over Pound New Zealand and Euro New Zealand, Dollar CAD and Dollar Swiss, finishing on Euro Dollar and Euro Pound. Okay, so starting with Pound New Zealand, we have this swing point, swing high, that I'm looking to get a reaction of, something similar to over here. So you see we've come up and we've got a nice rejection to the other side. So I'm not looking for a full reversal, just looking for a little retracement, which we seem to be getting. If I put any day dividers on, you can see last week's high. Use the bodies as well, acting as nice support and resistance. So a H1 close below here would be enough for me to enter short and aim for Monday's low, and then hold a little on, see if we can get a bigger move going into Friday. So interesting level, watch that. Let me just highlight the level that I'm watching. So similar story with Euro New Zealand. Nice levels coming into play on the weekly. Resistance here, resistance, resistance, resistance turned to support, resistance, a little bit of support in here. So we've come up and we've just tagged that level. Not as clear as Pound New Zealand, but watching Monday's high and last week's high, you can see that this was the platform to take price higher, so a lot further away, but this is a level to watch over the week, maybe next week. So if we can get below that, we'll be looking for a sell. Was looking for a sell early on yesterday, when we come up, took out that high, but we were waiting for a close below this candle, which we didn't get, and that's the importance of waiting for the close, and we just went higher and higher. So that's Pound New Zealand, Euro New Zealand. Dollar CAD, although it looks like a hot mess, is actually quite interesting. Let me just get all this off. Daily, this is a level that I've been watching for weeks. Break down below, and we were looking to sell, and it just sort of consolidated. Quite messy price action. We broke back above that, but because we have this gap below, although gaps don't have to fill in, I will be looking at this level. So you can see even in H1, nice resistance turns support. So we've just cleared out Monday's high. If we do get a H1 close, then I'll be looking for the gap fill, using this support should turn to resistance, and I'll be looking just to play it down to there. And where the stop placement really depends on if we get any sort of places, pullbacks, little swing points to sort of hide or stop behind, then it all becomes relevant as price unfolds. And we were watching Dollar Swiss yesterday. Said a close below Monday's low and should be going higher or lower, sorry. This does not look encouraging, and price action does not really favour staying in this trade. We've come down, swept previous week's lows, and yeah, I'm not really a fan of this trade, so I'll be scrapping that. Sort of similar with EURUSD, it hasn't really gone anywhere. Monday's range is quite large, so trying to get risk to reward from this trade is not really favourable, waiting on other things to set up. Euro Pound is coming into quite a nice level. If we go to daily, just recent support turned to resistance, and we're just tagging off that. So we have this consolidation. Are we just going to go back to the range low, or are we going to break above? So that's quite interesting to see. of this candle marked out here. If we get H1 close below that, then I think we're going back down to at least Monday's low, and maybe last week's low. So that's really it for today. That's all I'm looking at. Any questions, let me know, and I'll get back to you.